We now come to a moment of high honor as we invite a distinguished leader whose commitment to transformative growth and technology-led development continues to mold the future of Visakhapatnam. Please join me in welcoming our chief guest, Mr. M. Sribharat, Sir, Honorable Member of Parliament, Visakhapatnam, to deliver his special address. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, I requested that I speak early because it's our university's convocation today also, which I have to preside over, so I'll speak and leave. I'm not an expert on AI, but I can probably share some use cases of experiences, both in my two lives, one as an educationist and the other is as a public servant. On the education side, two things. One is, as an organization, how do we do a simple thing? We want to do sort of agentic AI for all of the marketing and outreach. Right now, there's solutions available where they do 100 times better job than a physical telecaller calling somebody why they should consider Geetam as a place for them to study. And within our hospital also, we've now gotten a bunch of new equipment that is actively integrated with AI engines to isolate where the problem is far better than what a human eye can see. The doctor's role now has been to exercise ethical decision making on the base of that data. The public side, there are some exciting things happening. I just wanted to put this in front of all of you. I started about a year ago with a simple problem that I don't want any speed breakers on the road. So then when we started digging deeper into the problem, we started realizing that speed breakers are not needed in the morning because there's enough traffic. The speed breakers are needed in the night because that's when people overspeed and some people are dying under the influence of alcohol or the energy of youth. And once a life is lost, you can't bring it back. So how do we change this? Why is this happening? Speed breakers are to deter people from overspeeding. But can we deter them in different ways? So I said we'll take Beach Road as a project because that is one of the roads that will help us get to the airport. Practically, I know when I leave from home, I go to Geetam campus, there's 20 speed breakers. If I have to go to the town of Beemli, there's almost 50 speed breakers. So many people's bags are going for a toss. So what is the solution? I said, okay, we'll put smart AI cameras which will do number plate recognition, which will do speed recognition, and it will auto regulate sort of speed. And once people are used to this behavior, then there is no need for the speed breaker anymore because they are going to trust the system. The other is wherever there's a road that's joining onto the beach road, there's a junction. The junction needs to be regulated. Right now, the speed breakers are doing that role of regulation. But if we're able to do some physical interventions, then that will also get solved. So then we started getting solutions. I asked the police commissioner to work on this, and then we started getting people to bid. And then the scope kept getting enhanced. And we had a meeting with 7 companies, I think about a month ago, a little less than a month ago. And then we saw the solutions. One of them runs a pure AI software company whose job is to primarily do object identification. So they say object because it identifies both living and non-living things, static and dynamic things. And the use cases now have increased multifold. Now we can do illegal parking on the road, illegal constructions, criminals moving in the city, vehicular traffic. So there's a bunch of use cases, right? So it helps the traffic, it helps the crime department. But this software has to be built on some physical infrastructure stack. And that problem is that all of the traffic lights are not integrated. And then the cameras are all different ages, different technologies. They are all not connected to a central database. And so that software is agnostic. It works with many different kinds of cameras. But that solution isn't enough for us. So then we had to get a hardware player, we had to get an system integrator, we had to get the software players. All of them have come. And cumulatively now that vision from just transforming Beach Road has become the vision of transforming the entire city of Visakhapatnam. Because one of the things that came out in that was that if we resolve this problem in Beach Road, research in other cities has shown that this problem is exported to a different part of the city. So it's like saying that you clean up your house, but the street becomes dirty. That's not the intention. Everything should be clean. So then we must do the whole city. Then we ask some questions. What if a criminal surfaces after 30 years? Will the camera be able to identify them? What if the criminal is wearing a mask will that, so they've showed us testing where somewhere around 73% probability, the camera is able to recognize people even after 30 years, even after wearing a mask, better so than anybody else. So this is going to be transformational in the way we govern our city. It's about ensuring that you integrate all of this and also that we don't get hacked. You create a system that's so powerful and then somebody hacks into it. Then you've seen some movies, right? Then all kinds of mayhem can happen. How do you localize things when someone hacks? How do you ensure that hacking is not going to spread to the rest of the city? So there's all different aspects of AI that you're discussing here that are going to go into that solution. We're excited. We're doing pilots with 5 of those agencies now in different parts of the city. And once it's done, we're going to go seek money. Hopefully some of you can come and give us CSR also. That's why I'm telling you. And use it to transform how the city is governed. I mean, imagine the transformation. If there's no illegal parking, if there is nobody who's doing illegal encroachments, if people are not overspeeding, if people are not indulging in crime, vandalism, what kind of a city would it be? And it's something that we hope to realize in the not so distant future. The other is also how do we do road management? If potholes come right now, by the time we address it, it's too late. Costs us too much money. There are now technologies, companies that offer a combination of cameras and vehicles where they go and scout everything. And the AI cameras are able to do early identification of damage to various physical infrastructure, particularly roads. And we're able to bridge them before the damage becomes much more serious. So this becomes preventive. Instead of being repairs or an infrastructure project, it becomes a preventive project. And I think that is where I think AI is going, particularly in healthcare and other areas where you want to prevent things before they happen, rather than resolve them after they have happened. All exciting things. Worries as public representatives is, as it is, we live in a very unequal society. I've already touched this topic in a IT summit recently. AI is only going to perpetuate that, is my feeling. The competent, the exposed, the savvy will only be able to do 100 things more than what they're doing. My recent AI project that I've taken on, we have 2 major malls coming up on the beach road, RK Beach Road. One is the Varun project, which is going to be called Varun Bay Sands, I think, and the other is the Lulu Mall. As it is, whoever are Vizag citizens or have come here on the weekends will know that the beach road is chock-a-block Saturdays and Sundays. There's no way that people can go into that. How are we going to address this when 2 big malls come on this road? What can we do? So I went to ChatGPT research and I said, okay, tell me how are we going to address this problem? So one is, yes, there's opportunity for us to expand the road by 2 more lanes. Some physical intervention needs to be done. Should I build a flyover or not? I know that it's going to spoil the view, but I wanted to see what AI thinks. So AI said certain strategic underpasses, tunnels is fine, but don't build an entire bridge, the whole experience will be lost. What else can we do? I asked, what about parking? It said, don't put parking within 100 meters of where people are because it's too close, behavior will not change. Don't put it more than 450 meters, it's too far, people will not park and walk. The sweet spot is 150 to 250 meters. VMRDA has a building, this is one building, there's the deck, which is another building that's got a lot of parking. Do a free shuttle between that and the beach road. Make people park there, 4-wheelers over there, and some of them 2-wheelers. And the other is integrate the walking between these parking lots and the beach road to ensure that it becomes a very beautiful experience. So now we're looking at this 3-kilometer stretch as not individual projects, but one holistic solution, and use technology to think through each of these challenges, because AI gives us the opportunity to model now. We model things and we see whether it works or not, and then we actually do it on the ground. And I don't have to depend on a design agency to do it. And this is barely scratching the surface of what's possible. So I think this is a great platform that the team has put together, and I wish all the best to the conference. I've just shared some thoughts. While I would like to stay here and listen a little bit more, my constraints prevent me from doing so. And there's a lot of change happening in the city of Visakhapatnam. Suresh ji is one of them also, who's come recently as the Infosys head. We've given him target that he also should hit 10,000. Ippadanta Suresh garu 1900. So last time I went it was 1,000. So they've already doubled. So we would like them to reach 10,000. And then we've got peers of Infosys also coming into the city. Many of you must be aware of that. Google is building their largest data center outside of the US, and we're going to have a landing center for the internet cable also. Even in terms of data security, this is going to be a critical thing for India's infrastructure. So I invite all of you to look at these things, come and collaborate with us. If you're already here, then dream bigger. If you aren't here, then come work with us. What you see now is just the beginning. There's going to be transformational change over the next decade, I'm certain. And we'd love to be partners with as many of you as possible. And also think about the equity problem. I will not delve too much into that topic today, but the equity problem is very, very important for social harmony to continue. And that is very important for us as public representatives to think about. With these few words, I'll thank the organizers to invite me to speak on this August gathering. Thank you.